Oso Ighodaro signs a fully guaranteed contract with the Suns for this upcoming season. Oso averaged 6.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and he appeared in all 82 games for the Suns this past season. And as a Suns fan, I'm really excited about this. And I kind of thought everybody else was, and maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. But I went through kind of the comments on this post here. A lot of negativity, and I was kind of shocked by this. And a lot of people just said he can't shoot and he can't block shots, and I just think that's a really poor way to define Oso's impact on this team. And so I kind of went through the numbers here. And the numbers really like Oso, and we're going to talk about offense in this video. So Oso's offensive rating on off this past season was plus 4.1, which is in the 89th percentile across the league. And specifically to the Suns lineups, the Suns' best offensive two-man lineups both include Oso. If you look at the Suns' best offensive three-man lineups that involve Devin Booker, there's only one other person that pops up in all of those lineups, and it's Oso. And if you look at the two best offensive four-man lineups from the Suns this past season, they also both include Oso, especially in Jordan Knott's system that is going to ask a lot of him, especially from a playmaking perspective. He's going to have to operate in a lot of zooms, it's at the screen multiple times in the same possession. He's going to be a ball handler on the perimeter. And for somebody as versatile as Oso, I think it's a really good fit, especially for what the Suns are trying to do on the offensive end. We'll roll this first clip here, and this is off a made basket, but the Suns are coming with pace, and Oso sets a drag and then immediately follows into a wide pin and roll. And there's just a lot of bigs that aren't able to do this at his level, especially layering actions like that. He's going to bring the ball up on this possession, and the Suns ran a ton of this 5-out zoom stuff. And for him to be able to break this play off and get downhill on a big that's not necessarily as mobile is super effective. Is going to be super effective for him, and I think you need somebody who's able to do that stuff within Jordan Knott's offense. And if you don't, then it makes plays like this, especially when the Clippers guard it well, it's going to make for a lot of stalled offense. Same idea with this clip. He brings the ball up the floor and sprints into a wide pin on the other side of the floor, and you're not able to do this with a lot of bigs in the league who aren't as mobile. So these next two clips are him just being a playmaker, and I really like this one. Can't go wrong with a good short roll kick out, and him being able to catch and make quick decisions in tight spaces is something that I think he'll be able to really continue to improve on and thrive within the Suns offense. And then lastly, this one, it's not the prettiest clip, but if you have a five-man who's able to handle on the perimeter like this and draw two, especially when a guard switches onto him, I think it's just something that's super special, especially in year two for Oso. I think he can be extremely effective making reads like this. So, and I know we just talked about offense in this video, but I think for somebody like Oso in year two with a brand new coach and offensive system, that it really asks a lot of different responsibilities from him from year one. I think it's just super encouraging to see the strides he made, and I look forward to seeing kind of where he goes from here.